You are going to need a couple websites to make this work. First one being n8n, self-hosted, cloud, doesn't matter. And then the second website is going to be SerpAPI. So you're going to want to register for a new account here. I actually don't have an account, so I'll be making one here. All right, so you're going to just subscribe to the free plan after you confirm your phone number and your email. And you should see a page that looks like this. And you're just going to go to your API key and you're just going to copy that. I'm just going to toss that in a Google Sheet so that I don't forget it. Now let's go hop into n8n. First thing I'm going to add is just going to be a manual trigger, and then you could add this as a schedule trigger if you want it to maybe run like once per day, but we're just going to do a manual trigger for this. Now next node, I'm going to hit tab to add another, and we're going to do an HTTP request. This is going to be the URL, so it's serpapi.com/search, and it's going to be a GET request. We're going to go and add 3 query parameters. So the first one is going to be engine, and it's just going to be Google Maps. Next one is going to be Q, and this is whatever you want to search for. For me, it's just going to be plumbers in Rhode Island. And then the third query is just going to be API key, and then you can go grab your API key and paste that in there. Now we're going to run this and see what we get as an output. We have a bunch of different businesses. You have, scroll up here, you have like hours, type. We should have like the name. And the next node we're going to add is just going to be some code just to clean up this output and then go do what we want with that. So now I'm just going to connect the trigger to the HTTP request. And then the next node we're going to add is going to be code in JavaScript. You can delete this. And now we're going to paste this code in as the Java. Here's what that code looks like, just so you can see that. And then let's run it to see what the output is from there. So you can see now we have a very clean output: name, phone, website, address, rating, name, phone, website, address, rating. So now it's super easy. You just have all these leads. We have 20 leads that got scraped. So the next thing I'm going to add is just going to be a Google Sheets node. And we're just going to do append row and sheet. And then I'm going to copy the output data as our column headers. So name, phone, website, address, rating, reviews, and type. So now we have all of those in the sheet. And now what we can do is go back to n8n. You are going to want to select the sheet we just created, and then sheet 1 is fine. And we can actually map automatically. Should work. Let's execute this and just make sure it's all in the right spot. And then now we'll go over to the Google Sheet, and you can see we have all of the leads here. We have their website, we have their address, we have their rating, reviews, type. You could add some fairly simple filters here. I'll actually show you how to add a couple. I would like to add something to where it's like only ratings over 4.0. I think that's something that could be good to just filter out some business quality. So let's go here, and now we're just going to do if, and then if rating is equal to, we're actually going to do is greater than or equal to 4.0, then it's going to be true, and if not, we're going to just not do anything. So let's actually see what outputs from there. So now you can see 20 of them are greater than 4. If we have anything less than 4, we don't want that to get added to the sheet because we're not going to want to work with those businesses.